GM Floyd Smith became trade happy this winter, many complained he was sacrificing the future of the Leafs for today. No doubt they are thinner in the depth department, which makes the progress of Rob Pearson even more important. And as SportsBeat's John Bassett reports, not only is he progressing quite nicely, he's a pretty interesting and entertaining guy as well.
February 19th. Rob Pearson fulfills a dream. Against Cornwall, he scores 5 goals, including this, his 50th, in just 44 games. At 19, Pearson may be turning into one of the NHL's future stars. But his mother's love of music almost saw him in another career.
My mother tried to get me to take piano lessons, so once she started trying to get me into piano lessons, I tried to get away from that, and I thought hockey was the way to go.
But it took his father a long time to convince him it was indeed the only way to go.
He kept saying no, no, and we didn't understand why, until one of his sisters ratted on him.
Oh, what was that?
Well, he didn't skate very well. You can imagine, first time on skates, well, I guess he spent a lot of time on the snowbank or sitting by the side watching and so forth. And they came home and said, well, really, Dad, the reason he's not all that anxious because he can't skate that well.
That's something to this day that Rob feels he still has to work on. But the Leafs didn't consider it a problem when they made him their first-round pick in the '89 draft. But in the NHL, there are no guarantees.
The door is open, and he's got his foot inside the door. Now he's got to make sure that he gets all the way in and closes the door behind him.
In Belleville, that door was still open, but a November trade to Oshawa helped Rob slam it shut. Still, some critics will say his success with the Generals is largely due to Eric Lindros.
The two of them have pretty well dominated the juniors, and I hope they continue to do it right to the Memorial Cup. But I think that Rob is just going to be a good, solid player, and I don't really believe it will matter who he plays with.
Well, having a player of his caliber on your line, forces you to play that much harder, to be looking on the ice that much more, to know where everyone is. Because I mean, with an asset like him, it's stupid if you don't use him.
We're not competing against each other. When I first came here, he told me that he really wanted to work with me, and so when we play together, we sort of just feed off of each other.
The Lindros-Pearson connection is drawing to a close, but before it does, there's still one more dream to fulfill.
The Memorial Cup's the biggest thing right now for me, even before the Stanley Cup, I think. You only get 3 years to win the Memorial Cup, and this is going to be my last year, so I really want to win the Memorial Cup. That's really important to me.
For SportsBeat Today, I'm John Bassett.